Hello guys and welcome to part 6 of my PGR2 Platinum walkthrough. New video, new car class, Kudos Championship class. This time it's the convertible, it's the Roadster Series. And obviously we will be using a new car, which in this case is the Shelby Cobra, and which is pretty much a legendary car, but more to that later. So we're driving in Sydney. Its first race is a hot lap, 2-lap hot lap, which I still don't know the name for. I need to look it up, honestly, so that I will use the right term that is used in the English version of the game. Anyway, the target time, this time I managed to to research the target times and let a timer run next to it in my editing software, which I use every time I do a new video. But I am not the super skilled IT person, you know. I'm also in a way lazy when it comes to that. So yeah, sorry that I didn't do that in the first 5 parts. I just discovered it now. I have had already uploaded the first 5 parts before I had the idea to use these functions of the editing videos. So it's what it is. I'm not going to redo them and upload them again. But anyway, as you can see, it's pretty close here, and I had a 41.22 if I'm not mistaken. The 41.5 was the goal. Anyway, I'll leave you alone with the replay. So already in the second event we have to do the cone challenge, and this time I added also the target kudos, which are not measured but fixed at 5,000 kudo points you have to reach in this 2-lap cone challenge. This is actually exactly the same track, the exact same cone challenge layout we have driven in the very first cone challenge and the very first championship / car series, but this time it's with the Shelby Cobra. Obviously it is much faster than the car we used in the first car series, and it's very tail happy because it's rear-wheel drive, front engine, and is super light, thus its acceleration is also quite extreme. But yeah, it's a phenomenal car. Super fun, super drifty, super slidey, more or less perfect for this type of challenge, right? So here again with the drift, to not lose the combo. And we're through, so how many points did we get? Okay, now counts the clean race bonus or not. Yes, the game did again not show that. So you had that number, which was shown, what was that? 4,883 plus 250. This would have been my, for the clean race bonus, the 250 points. This would have been my final count, and thus I did manage to beat the target. Alright, the next challenge is the street race in Sydney again, and we're obviously using the Shelby Cobra yet again, because it is obviously the class leading car, as you just have seen so clearly, because I overtook all of those cars with ease, except the one in front, which is the awesome Shelby Cobra. Behind me is the Caterham, pretty known lightweight Formula type car for the road, which was also featured in GT4, Gran Turismo 4, by the way. The Shelby Cobra was featured in every single Gran Turismo since Gran Turismo 4 Prologue, and then in 4, 5, 6, and in Sport, and will probably be featured in 7 too, which is a good thing, because it is a very special car, and well, just amazing car, you know, and it should be basically in every racing game, yeah. That's what I really think. So this challenge here wasn't too hard. I did try a few times, but once you know the track layout, all challenges, even on Platinum, are very, very doable, honestly. Very few challenges that are not cone challenges and very hard to do. So most are just a thing of patience and practice, basically practicing the track layout. It's always the biggest hurdle. The cars themselves, they handle. They're very forgiving. The physics are not even really simcade. I mean, the Shelby behind us just does the same mistake again and again. So the physics are, yeah, they are very forgiving. Oh, and again, same mistake. Without being like purely arcade, like something like Ridge Racer, for example. But they are definitely enjoyable. I very much liked the physics system they have set up here. Yet again, wow, it did the mistake literally every single time. The Shelby Cobra behind us. Okay, 3,100 points, great result. Have fun with the replaying. Okay, so the next challenge is a so-called timed run. I just looked it up, what it's called. This 2-lap in a row hot lap is just called a timed run in the English version of the game. So yeah, the target time this time around is a 1 minute 50 second and 500 milliseconds, 50.5 seconds, around Sydney again, which gets a little bit old, honestly, but has a good flow. The tracks are really one of the best if I think about it in the game. I like them a lot. And the city itself is pretty amazing. I have never been there. Would also like to visit this one day, and as Australia in general. And I quite honestly like the mentality of the Australians also a lot, because they are not so politically correct like everyone else is. They just went our clean race bonus because it smashed the wall. 250 points less for me this time. Anyway, yeah, I really like the Australian mites, would it be, right? So maybe one day I can visit this lovely country and see some crazy huge ass spiders or something. Maybe. That's my dream. Seeing huge ass spiders that come to get me and attack me. No, I really hate spiders. I'm pretty afraid of them, but no, nonetheless, it would be pretty cool to see one, like such a big one. Okay, this track we have driven already a few times. in the championship. And, well, that was a 150.30, only 0.2 faster than the target time. Anyway, let's enjoy the replay. Alright, the next challenge is set again in Sydney, and this time around it's a overtake challenge, and I would obviously be using the Shelby. It's the fastest car of its class. I edited the time we have, which is 4 minutes, with a downward running clock, and the target, the number of cars to overtake the target is 7 cars. So we just overtook the first one, which was the Volvo SUV, Volvo X90 or something, I'm not sure. Second one is the Chevrolet SUV. Oh, this part is so cool and dangerous because of that. You can really easily hit the wall and lose your 250 points. If that is not enough, you smash a wall a few seconds later, just like I did right now. Just to make sure, you definitely do not get 250 points for the clean race bonus, because you know you don't need them. You're just good enough to earn a lot of kudos without those 250 points. So fuck them, right? Alright, I don't know how that was not losing 250 points move, because I pretty much smashed the truck, which was the Ford SVT 150 if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, this was the third car I overtook, right? I think so. The challenge itself was rather challenging. I needed 2 or 3 tries. Chevrolet yet again, 4th car. 3 cars are left. Oh, and now I remember how this challenge is going to end. Let's say it's going to be close. Pretty close. Ah, can we get this corner better this time around? Did you see that? That was so bad. I was about to turn in the wrong direction, then I corrected it and still smashed into the wall. What a dumbass move. Next one is the Mercedes AMG SUV, which should be the 5th car we are overtaking. Yeah, there we go. now this cool drifty left turn. Yes, that was good. Good line. To carry it to a little speed there. So that was the sixth car, the BMW. We still have a minute or 4 minutes, 1/4 of a time from the beginning to get the last of the 7 cars. And if you've watched my SUV video series, which was part 4 or 5, right? Then you will probably know which car is at the front and why it has such a lead over all of the other cars. Because yes, it is the class leading car of the SUV series, and yes, it is the Porsche Cayenne. It's not Porsche and not Porsche, it's the Porsche Cayenne. And there it is. So, 5 seconds left. How are you gonna do that? Just by smashing it out of the way. Yeah! There we go. That was close. 1,370 points. Good result for us. And, well, yeah, let's check out the replay. So the next challenge is a timed run through the streets of Edinburgh with a Shelby Cobra. Target time is a 2:40, and the challenge itself was pretty damn challenging. I needed many tries. Just look at the speed I'm going through these corners. And look at the lines I'm taking. It's not far away from being very ideal, almost perfect. I don't know how many tries I really needed, but certainly more than 5. Probably more than 10. Oh, this part was so difficult. The car would jump around, smash into the walls. A lot of counter steering needed. Pretty sure this is the exact... Oh, there goes my clean bonus. Clean race bonus. Pretty sure this is the exact same layout you're gonna use in the later races in another series, in the Oldtimer series, where you would have to do a hot lap and not a timed run in the rain with obviously another car. Yeah, it's pretty much the exact same layout. Okay, 119 something for the first lap, so that means if we can uphold this, the speed, then we will definitely succeed in the challenge. Oh, I was definitely a little slower this time around than the first time around here. That was rather good. Yep, that was quick. Clean line bonus there. A clean line again, and difficult under braking here. A lot of like fine movements with throttle braking and steering is needed in order not to let the car brake out, if you want so. Yeah, and some good lines here. That was a little tad too slow, but still not bad. Okay, well, last corner, 10 seconds left. That was close. And a 39.6 possibly, 39.7. So yeah, that was very close. Just a few tenths quicker than the target time. Anyway, enjoy the replay. Alright, so the next challenge is a cone challenge again through the streets of Edinburgh, whatever it is called, however you would say it in English. I hope I pronounce it correctly. So yeah, this is again one of the harder cone challenges. I needed a few hours to beat that one, so that means possibly over, I'm pretty surely over 100 tries, maybe over 200. Yeah, around 100 probably, because it's a little longer, and I tend to drive the whole lap, at least the first lap, just to better memorize the layout of the track and of the positions of the cone pairs. Obviously, it makes sense. This way you would learn the layout much faster than to restart the challenge every time you hit a wall or a cone or the combo breaks because you're too slow. Like that, you would never learn the layout in time. So it's very important to do a full lap when you're doing a new cone challenge in order to more quickly learn the layout. So that was the first lap. This part here is not too difficult, although I did mess it up a few times. Here was rather slow, and that is like the bare minimum speed you need for this section. You need to be actually a little bit quicker, so I was really lucky here. This turn was pretty cool. You could drift around it like that. The castle in the background looks cool, so if someone in the know is watching, you can comment down below and tell its story. I would like to know. Anyway, so this whole part here, yeah, that's here's where it gets rather difficult. You need a certain speed, especially through here. You need to be really speedy and braking late in order for the cone chain combo not to break. And here too, you need always a certain speed. Here the drifting is necessary so that it wouldn't break. And here again, it just helps. Well, that was close again, and we're through. So the target, 19,225. Okay, smash that one. Okay, the next challenge is a head-to-head in Edinburgh against the Shelby, because it is a class leading car in our Shelby, and we're driving through the rain, through the stormy weather of UK in an open Shelby Cobra, because, you know, why not? This is how we roll. Now I just find it funny, I just find it a little bit weird that the developers wouldn't think about like programming some type of, what would you call it? Well, roof for the car. Although there is one, I believe the Cobra does have that. You can drive it as a coupe, so to say. It uses these old type of covers. That's probably the word I was looking for. And yeah, but still, we're just cool like that. We don't need that. Our car gets wet and messy, but we don't care. Not too difficult, the challenge, but it's still a good challenge, you know. As you can see, the average Shelby is rather quick and punting us out of the way. It's just so fun with this car, especially in the rain. You can drift everywhere, basically. And it's so easy in this game. Very intuitive. Like, the developers did a really good job on the handling model in this game. As soon as you're losing a little bit of speed, your opponent is right there, you know, he's right behind you, and that was so stupid. I lost my 250 clean race bonus points. And there we go. Should be the last lap. Yep. Have fun with the replay. So this time we're driving through a new location in Florence, Italy. This time it's a street race. Oh, there's another Shelby I see, a Caterham, an Ariel and an Opel Speedster, or Vauxhall as they are called in the UK. 2 Shelbys actually against us. So half of the field in this race are Shelby Cobras with our Shelby. And Opel is pronounced in German obviously a little bit different. You just say Opel. This is how a German would say it. But anyway, that's not so important. I'm not like it doesn't bother me if someone says it a little bit differently, but with Porsche, it's a different story. I just don't like when people call them Porsche or Porsche. I don't know. It just bothers me far too much, and I don't know why. Okay, that was the first lap. Of course, I did not pay attention again how many laps these were. 2 or 3, I suppose. There's the cathedral on the right side. There it is. And there is its main part on the right side. In real life, it's just so incredibly impressive. I have talked about it in the first or second video of this video series, I believe. But yeah, it's like, it's so impressive. This whole town is really impressive. But the cathedral was something else. I was just not expecting to be so blown away by its sheer size and the, what would you say, intricacy, I believe, of its architecture and the fine detail in everything. It was mind-blowing, just as this facade and this one important building on the Piazza di whatever I don't know Italian in Venice, which we visited as well. And you know, you're questioning, like, you're wondering how were people able to build these huge buildings and with such accuracy and beauty and detail in everything hundreds of years ago, before any modern technologies like cranes, etc., etc. Sure, yeah, we all know many people died, so obviously it was bought, if you want so, with the lives of many people, and oh, that was bad. And probably many of those who worked on these buildings did it not out of like their free will. They was probably almost every time forced labor, etc., etc. But still, like, just that humanity was able to build something like that many hundreds of years ago is just astounding, in my opinion. Anyway, the race itself, it's at night. It's not too difficult, honestly. It's a good layout, it's a good track, pretty fun. And this should have been the last lap. Yep, there we go. Have fun with the replay. Okay, here's our speed trap challenge for this series, because there are maximum only one of those in each series. So the target speed are 140 kilometers per hour or 87 miles per hour. And the important thing about this challenge is to use manual gearing, have a higher gear in this turn, use, you know, all the space you have and just send it. Like if it crashes at the end like it did, it doesn't matter. As long as you have reached the required speed. Okay, next up is a street race. 3 laps through Florence. We're driving against the Caterham, the Lotus Elise, the aerial Atom, I believe, and this weird Renault thing there in the blue from the Renault. It's a very interesting concept. I knew from my childhood I had these posters with a lot of like data on the cars, and I always wondered what kind of car this is, and it has very rarely been featured in other racing games. As far as I know, not even one Gran Turismo or Forza, that was close, had it once. But there was a game called, pretty sure it was called Roadsters, at the end of the 90s, 99 or maybe even already 2000 it could have been. And this game released on the PlayStation 1 and Dreamcast, and it sucked. I never bought it, fortunately, but I know that it was pretty bad. It reviewed very, very badly. A nice view in the cathedral, and this huge tower next to it. But yeah, the game was really bad. It apparently had very bad handling, and it obviously, even for the time back then, had very bad graphics. You could see that even on the Dreamcast, which is not a really good game. But yeah, apart from that, and Project Gotham Racing 2, apparently I don't know any other racing game that featured this weird Roadster Renault concept thing. Okay, obviously the Yaris Shelby would be the one to follow us. Nice, just all the space again. All the other cars are much slower, probably already over 10 seconds behind. This is just such a cool location because I have been there in real life. And you just recognize so much, and you just know how cool this city is. I mean, it's not cool, it's just beautiful. It's so impressive and everything. It is located in Tuscany, Tuscany in English, Toscana in German, and possibly other languages, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, it is in the region of Tuscany, where also Pisa is located, and Vinci. We did a one-day trip from Vicenza, which is in the north, to the south. Like, it's not in the south, but it's in the south looking. When you were driving, starting in Vicenza, you would need to go to the south. And we visited Florence, the city we're driving in right now, Vinci, and Pisa, and all on the same day. Vinci is obviously the hometown of Da Vinci, and we visited even his house where he lived back then. Apparently, I was standing there, like next to his house, and looking down into a field, if you want so. I was just thinking about it. I was, in that moment in time, I was having the view he was once having when he lived there. So it was kind of cool to me. It was a really nice experience I wouldn't want to miss. Okay, we got only a few seconds left, so as always, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please leave a like, comment, maybe a sub, maybe share it somewhere, and tune in the next time. See you.